Hello everyone, sorry for the wait. Thank you all for coming. We would like to begin the event. So first of all, we would like to welcome you and thank you all for joining us at the Global Venture Builder Program. Go Global, the Connect launch by ERA Global and JETRO and Tokyu Budosan. So my name is Mayu Santa, I'm from Tokyo Land Corporation, and
Arisa from JETRO Startup.
We can't use our mics right now, so this is a little awkward. So us two, we will be doing the introductions and MC for today. So thank you all. And it's our pleasure to host this event, and we have a very exceptional lineup of speakers and participants today. So we're all very excited. So let's begin. Just to start off, for opening remarks, we have Mr. Tarutani from JETRO, head of JETRO Startup. So Mr. Tarutani, please come up to the stage. And can you all welcome him with a hand of applause?
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming today. I'm very honored to be here with all of you to celebrate this kickoff event. And first off, I'd like to thank you to our distinguished partners, Murat from the ERA, and Kurokawa-san, Iritani-san, and Kumagai-san, and Santa-san from Tokyo Budosan. So let me explain about briefly the background and who we are and what we do. And I'm Noriya Tarutani, please call me Nori, Deputy Director General of Japan External Trade Organization, also known as the head of JETRO Startups. So I lead JETRO's startup initiative to help a Japanese startup to expand their business overseas, also helping overseas venture capital and the accelerator to come to Japan. And we've helped over 2,000 startups for 4 years, and we got 200 tractions so far. So traction meaning successfully raising capital from overseas venture capital and generating sustainable cash flow in the overseas market. We think connecting Japanese startup to international mentors or venture capital or accelerators or potential customer is essential to get success of the Japanese startup to do business in the overseas. That's the reason why we've been running many acceleration program, which is over 50 acceleration program with top tier accelerators like Berkeley Skylake or StarX or 500 Global, and also the most famous hospital in the US with Mayo Clinic. But sending the Japanese startups or entrepreneur to overseas market is not enough, we believe. So we now focus on getting the attention from overseas venture capital and the accelerator to Japanese markets. So thanks to our cabinet office or Tokyo Metropolitan Government and Ministry of Trade and Economy and Industry METI, we launched a program to welcome overseas venture capital or accelerator to come to Japan. We already started 2 projects with Alchemist and Texters. More than 40 investment has been made in the past couple of years. And this is the 3rd program to collaborate with ERA, also Remarkable Venture Fund, to support later series startups, Series A, beyond the Series A startup, to succeed in international market. So from this event, I truly hope that we will see the future of unicorn or 10 billion startups, and to represent Japanese startup scene in the future. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tarutani, for a very exciting welcome speech. So next, for the second welcoming speech, we have Mr. Murat from co-founder and managing partner, Remarkable Ventures ERA. Mr. Murat, please come up to the stage.
Thank you very much. So thanks so much for coming, everybody. We are a venture fund based in New York City, and we've been investing in startups since 2011. We invested in 400 startups so far in New York City. But I lived in Tokyo 22 years ago, or 2 years, and I love Japan. 本当に大好き、一番大好き。I try to come here every chance I get. Whenever Nakajima-san calls me in New York, says, Murat, do you want to go to Tokyo for? I say yes, before he tells me what it is. But I love Japan. Japan has so much potential. But as we all know, lack of late-stage venture capital in Japan forces some of the Japan's promising startups to go very small public events. They go public on the Tokyo Stock Exchange for a very small market cap, and the early stage investors do not get returns, and then the company actually runs out of capital and they really do not grow. So our goal is to provide late stage venture capital to Japanese startups that can go global, and they speak English, and we are going to support them. We are going to invest in them in Japan, $500,000 to $1 million, and then we'll bring them to the US market, get them customers, and help them raise money. Our goal is to have a sizable exit in the US by a Japanese startup in 3 years. So in 2028, we should have like a large exit. And then by 2030, we should have some unicorn exits, maybe some like New York Stock Exchange IPOs. So this is a very bold effort. I want to thank all of JETRO, Tarutani-san, Nakajima-san, Sonada-san, and also Suzuki-san, but also our LP, Tokyo Fudo-san, has been working with us very closely, Kumamoto-san and Santa-san, and other members of Tokyo Fudo-san. This fantastic space is Tokyo Fudo-san's amazing startup location. So today, I am very excited because we've been working on this for the past like 18 months since Nakajima-san first called me and said like, let's talk about this, and Tarutani-san, and we met. But I'm really excited. Please support us by sending us English-speaking Series A and later Japanese startups. We want to invest in them. We want to work with them. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll grab the mic then. So thank you, Mr. Murat. Next up for the thank you for the welcome address. I would like to call Mr. Kurokawa up to stage. He's the operating officer of Shibuya Business Division Urban Business Unit of Tokyo Land Corporation.
すみません、日本語で失礼いたします。ただいまご紹介に預かりました、東急不動産の黒川でございます。本日はお忙しい中ご来場いただきましてありがとうございます。この度、当社は ERA 様、JETRO 様が主導いたします、Go グローバルプログラムにパートナーとして参画させていただく運びとなりました。本日のプログラムもローンチを記念する会もですね、共催させていただいております。関係者の皆様にお集まりいただく、機会となりましたので、簡単に当社の、この広域渋谷圏での取り組みおよびスタートアップ競争活動についてご紹介をさせていただければと思います。東急グループでは2021年7月にグレーター渋谷 2.0 戦略を策定し、渋谷駅から半径 2.5 キロ圏内のエリアを広域渋谷圏と定め、一体的なまちづくり、エリアの価値向上施策を行っております。そして当社では2023年度よりここ渋谷桜ステージをはじめとして拠点となるさまざまな新規の大型開発がここ広域渋谷圏内で竣工開業を迎えました。それも踏まえ今年5月に発表した当社の中期経営計画の中で広域渋谷圏戦略の推進を重要テーマの一つとに定め広域渋谷圏内での事業のさらなる加速を掲げております。戦略の推進にあたりましては3つの柱を定めております。1つ目は広域渋谷圏内での産業の創出育成、2つ目は広域渋谷圏の都市観光力の強化、3つ目はそれらを支える都市基盤の構築でございます。これらを通して広域渋谷圏が東京の国際競争力を牽引していく街になることを目指しております。こちらは戦略を実行する上で必要となるソフト戦略の考え方でございます。街で新しい体験や事業が創造され、それを世界中から共感を得る発信をすることで共感してくれた多様な人や企業がさらに集積し、 その集積した方々とパートナーシップやアライアンスを構築することにより新たな創造につながる、そういった循環が生まれる仕組みづくりを目指しております。当社はこの戦略にのっとり、ハードソフトの開発の両輪で多様な人や企業とともに新たなまちづくりを推進しております。そしてこの広域渋谷県内のまちづくり戦略における産業の創出育成グローバル化を推進する上で、当社はスタートアップとの競争活動を重点施策の柱と位置づけております。当社は3つの取り組みを軸にスタートアップ競争に関するさまざまな取り組みを行っていますが、まずはスタートアップの成長に寄り添う場所の提供でございます。スタートアップの成長に応じたオフィススペースを60拠点以上展開し、オフィス以外にもラボやコミュニティスペースなど多種多様なアセットを提供しております。また継続的な出資サポートによる成長の支援も行っております。今年6月末には本イベントの主催となります ERA 様との出資契約も締結いたしました。後ほど ERA 様とJETRO様から Go グローバルプログラムの詳細もご説明いたしますが、このようなグローバルなベンチャーキャピタル様や大学、行政機関などさまざまな産官学とのパートナーシップとの、事業連携を深める進めることでスタートアップによる新しい産業の創出を支援しております。Go グローバルプログラムでは当社は場所を提供するパートナーとして参画いたします。ここ桜ディープテック渋谷通称 SDS が本プログラムの拠点となってまいります。この SDS は今年1月にディープテック領域のスタートアップの成長を支援する新たなグローバルコミュニティ拠点として開業いたしました。日本最大級のディープテックコミュニティとしてこの SDS から渋谷から世界の未来を動かすようなスタートアップの創出を目指しております。もう少しこの SDS の紹介をさせていただきますが、この SDS では単なる場所の提供にとどまらない多角的な取り組みを通じて国内外のディープテックスタートアップをグローバル市場へと進出させるサポートをしております。その軸となるのが国内外のスタートアップ、事業会社、行政、アカデミアが集うコミュニティ活動とその産官学のキープレイヤーと連携したアクセラレータープログラムの実装でございます。産官学の産についてはさまざまな国内外の大手事業会社やベンチャーキャピタル様と連携しており、 SDS に参画するスタートアップに対する出資機会や事業連携機会の提供が行われます。官についてはJETRO様はもちろんのこと、渋谷区や東京都など国内行政のほか海外の政府機関とも連携を進め、より本格的なスタートアップの国内流入と海外進出の支援が可能となります。学ではマサチューセッツ工科大学の教授やオックスフォード大学の投資機関から協力を得ているほか、その他の国内外の有名大学ともプログラムへの協力や研究室との連携、教授のつなぎ込みなど具体的に話を進めております。このように国内外のグローバルな産官学連携を通じた多角的な支援を展開しております。続いて SDS の支援の軸となるコミュニティ活動とアクセラレータープログラムを通じた SDS の提供価値についてでございます。コミュニティ活動では内閣府、農林水産省、東京科学大学などさまざまなパートナー様との定期的なイベント企画を進めており、自走的なコミュニティ運営を運用中でございます。 ERA 様、JETRO様との連携もこうした SDS でのコミュニティ情勢の大きな一助となります。今後さまざまな形でご連携できることを我々としても大変楽しみにしております。アクセラレータープログラムにおいては日米における幅広いネットワークを生かし、投資やオープンイノベーションの実績が豊富なスクラムスタジオ様が運営を行っております。本プログラムにはマサチューセッツ工科大学をはじめとしたさまざまなグローバルなメンター陣にご協力をいただいており、プログラムのアドバイザリーやスタートアップとの面談などを実施しております。 今年は156社のスタートアップにご応募いただき、その中から10社を採択いたしました。6月からプログラムを開始しており、各社ごとにカスタマイズされた伴走支援を半年間行い、12月4日にデモデーを実施予定でございます。また、先月ニューヨークのクライメートウィークでは、ERA 様とJETRO様が主催していたサミットにも採択スタートアップが参加させていただくなど、SDS のプログラムとの連携もすでに進めております。このように SDS での取り組みを Go グローバルプログラムと連携することで、今後両社にとって価値ある機会が多く生まれることを期待しております。SDS を中心として当社のスタートアップエコシステムはまさに拡大中です。今後もさまざまなパートナー様との連携を通じて支援の輪を拡大し、ここ渋谷から世界で活躍できるようなスタートアップの創出を目指してまいります。結びとなりますが、当社は世界を変えるようなディープテックスタートアップをここ渋谷で発掘し支援していくことで、 SDS を日本最大級のディープテックコミュニティに育てていきたいと考えております。 Go グローバルプログラムに参画することで、その夢に大きく一歩近づいていきます。ニューヨークと渋谷双方の都市間交流を深めるような大規模なスタートアップコミュニティを皆様と共にここから作っていけたらと思っております。改めてにはなりますが、より一層力を合わせ良きパートナーとして協力してまいりたいと考えておりますので、引き続きよろしくお願いいたします。ご清聴いただきありがとうございます。
Thank you, Mr. Kurokawa, for your welcoming words. As a member of Tokyo Land Corporation, I'm also very excited for all the collaborations ahead. So thank you again. All right, so moving on to the next slide. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the program introduction. So can we have Mr. Murat and also Mr. Nakajima, the Director of Business Development, JETRO New York. So can you two please come up to the stage? And you can probably use the mic over there. There's one on the seat. Sorry about that. All right.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. My name is Daiki Nakajima from JETRO New York. It's a pleasure to meet everyone. Maybe I should stand here, I don't know. Thanks for coming. It's exciting. Murat and I have been working on this for many, many months, and we're excited that it's finally kicking off. It's a great thing. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time just explaining the course objectives. So obviously, Murat mentioned that we want to build unicorns in the US. That's the goal. So to that extent, what we will offer is extensive mentorship, not just your typical accelerator mentorship. We're going to be obviously having ERA's mentors be very much involved in those companies that ERA will be investing into. So obviously tailored mentorship, strategic instructions, brand marketing, which is very, very important in the US market as well. So that's the objective. Any startups in the climate tech area, around that area, surrounding area as well, are the eligible companies in Japan. Anything above Series A, obviously, the investment will be up to $1 million. So it's an opportunity for many of these startups. Once we onboard these companies, obviously your typical way of doing any type of investment strategies for companies, we will have one-on-one mentorings, and then event participations. Obviously in New York, we're going to have everybody come to New York, experience it as well. I'm pretty sure most have already experienced New York, but through our networks, through my networks, we will make sure to get them to events, get them involved in the market as well. Obviously the main benefits, equity investments, best practices, product market fits, branding, fundraising, HR, all of which, even if you have experience in the Japanese market, you're going to need it in the US no matter what, so it's going to be crucial for everybody to get involved, especially the CEOs, the founders of those companies. We would love to have them come to US for most. I guess we'll have Brad explain that ERA as well.
So, as I mentioned, we made 400 investments in the past 15 years, and we have around 1,000 mentors in New York City. So the main capability we have is we have access to customers, investors, channel partners, and also market insights. in Japan, there are many very promising startups. And when we talked to them, they told us they don't want to go to US because they don't know the US market. So we are going to give them the insights, connect them to potential customers, channel partners. And in the US, go-to-market is a very difficult thing to do for a Japanese startup. So we will help them on their go-to-market strategy by actually having in-house go-to-market specialists. So by doing all these facilities for the companies, our goal is to take a very unique Japanese technology company and then bring them to the US market, connect them with the right partners, start testing the market expansion, and then once we achieve market expansion in the US market, we'll go raise money in the US market at a much higher valuation, and then really, ideally, in not very long amount of time, the company will exit in the US through M&A. So our first goal, as I mentioned, in 3 years, we want to have a 200 million plus exit in the US by a Japanese company. And when that happens, many US investors will start coming to Japan looking for the next exit opportunity because they need to see it happen first. And when they see it happen, more US VCs and European VCs will come here, which is going to increase the amount of venture capital available in the Japanese market, which is going to create more startups. So we want to start this like loop where all these like investors are looking for the next exit potential Japanese company, and that is in turn going to create those companies. So we are very excited about this. So our mentor network, everybody you see here is an active mentor. Because if a mentor, we have 1,000 mentors. If they are not active, we remove them silently. We don't tell anyone. But like we really check the meeting feedback from our companies. If a mentor is not useful, doesn't make introductions, or doesn't engage, we remove them. So everybody in our mentor network, investors, entrepreneurs, corporate executives, or vertical experts like B2B sales experts, they are actually engaged with our companies. And because of this, all the mentors know that we remove people very actively. They really pay attention. And on LinkedIn, you can see people putting like, I'm an ERA mentor, which means like they are really useful and knowledgeable people. Apply right there.
Apply right there. So I would also just like to add, if you don't know ERA, if you've never met Murat, if you don't know New York, ERA is definitely the community builder amongst New York. If you've ever been to a ERA event, or if you do, please come to an ERA event in New York. It's amazing. We love partnering with ERA when it comes to events. That's how they build their network. We truly believe that, and by doing so, we also want to create an impact into the Japanese community as well. So that is our goal. We would love everyone to help spread the word. First of all, let every startup know that there's money on the table here, and we would like to help as much as possible.
Please send us companies.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Now let's move on to the panel discussion. We have an exciting discussion lined up under the theme of is U.S. market expansion possible from Series A onward? Our panelists for this session are Mr. Murat and Mr. Sasaki, CEO of RightsTech, and Mr. Kitahara, partner from Archetype Ventures.
Thanks so much. So I'll jump right in. So when I met Sasaki-san, I was very excited because he's a serial entrepreneur, M&A exited Japanese founder, which there are not too many of. So let's jump right in. Sasaki-san, please tell us about your background.
Okay, thank you, Murat, and having me. Also, please just call me Shige. So, I'm Shige. I'm actually two-time experienced exit, M&A exit. Actually, the one included, acquired by Moderna 2 years ago.
Moderna.
Yeah, Moderna. So, that's my background. And also, actually, my background is biology and also chemistry. I'm really looking at the global market, including the US, but the US is the biggest market, you know. Then also, I'm also looking at the teams that readiness to scaling up in the global side. So actually, Series A will be a kind of like a financial milestone. But I think if you have a readiness from the beginning, that's why don't we think about the U.S. market. So
Thank you so much, Shige. I really appreciate it. So we have a Japanese founder with an M&A exit experience, and we have Kitahara-san with Archetype Ventures. Please tell us about your background and your venture fund.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm Hiro from Archetype Ventures, and I started my career as a professional boxer, and I lost in a semi-final for the newcomer tournament, and I changed my career to Ministry of Telecommunication. And after that, I studied abroad and coming back to Japan and changed to the consulting industry, Boston Consulting Group. And after that, I joined this Archetype Ventures.
But you can still punch people, right?
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
it's a good skill.
Yeah, thanks so much. And, Archetype Ventures is a B2B tech focused venture capital. It's founded in 2013, and total under asset management is about 150 million US dollars. And most of our portfolio company is like B2B SaaS or AI or something like that. But I cover the deep tech segment, and I invest in insect tech startup or nuclear power startups or renewable energy startup or like that. Yeah, thanks so much.
Amazing. And Kitahara-san, how many investments has Archetype Ventures made so far?
Okay, it's about 62 or 3. Yeah.
That's amazing. And since 2013.
No, 2013.
13. Okay, that's a great experience. So, Shige, when you and right now, Sasaki-san is a new startup, but when you, I'm used to it. So my wife is Japanese, so I've been living in Japan for 20 plus years, so it's difficult for me to call you Shige. Okay, Sasaki-san, tell us about your current assessment of the Japanese startup ecosystem. What do you think is great? What do you think is missing? Just in general, when you look at it.
Well, it's quite unique in here because actually, let's say there is no seed round here because most of the universities, especially with the starting from the university, so they can enjoy from the supplementary budget from government. The size is also big, like 1 to 3 million, that's maximum, come from the Nido or whatever, Mafia or something like that. So people can do incubation in-house during the university stage, but also they think about when it's a good timing. But also that's kind of it happens. So there's kind of no risk time or like a safe mode. But once let's get the company then starting Series A. But as soon as they are facing a lot of the challenges because the lack of the people who can think about strategy way. And the people is really cutting edge of the technology, but there's no good candidate for the a back office or the CEO or something like that. So I think that the money side or fundraising or like a risk money is there. However, I think the talent to dreaming out how do we scale up this innovative product to the global. I think that is the most the missing part in here. I think.
Thanks so much. Kitahara-san, from your experience, how do you assess the current situation in Japan?
Yeah, okay. Most of the things in the same opinion from Shige, Sasaki-san. And I can say that the seed and early stage support from Japanese government or Japanese several agency is very good and it's enough, I think. It may be too much for study because startup needs to severe situation and they must survive, but maybe the Japanese government support it too much. But after that, as Sasaki-san said, the scale of fate, the huge gap between the financing and business development or founding team capability or something like that, or maybe access to the US market or other global market. So now we must face those challenges and we must tackle those things. And as Archetype Ventures, we are supporting our portfolio companies by connecting them with global venture capital and investors and I have some experience in a global company, and I have some friend or acquaintance in the US or Europe, and I connect them personally. But we must do this kind of things as a community, startup community, for all the climate tech or deep tech or even software startups, I think.
Great. Thank you very much. So then, like, I think we all agree that the government is doing great. They're providing the right support. And then, so, Sasaki-san, when you came to New York recently and you spent some time there, so what did you think about the environment in New York? And like, what would make you move to New York? What would you need with your new startup?
Well, yeah, it's amazing for me because you know, US is big. Also, you know, some slightly different culture in the west side with the east side. I know. Also, I had to compare to, you know, which location would be better if you put the office, like Silicon Valley, San Francisco, or Boston, New York. But you know, when I went to New York, so I believe that New York is the most diversified city. Like, you know, when I walk a city, so that I pass by people of the various race, so that's most diversified. Also, I believe that in the BC is really fragmented and segmented and specialized, which is a big difference from here. So I think, you know, you can try anything in New York. Yeah. Also, it's compact city, which is also big difference from the San Francisco side. So you don't need a car. So I think it's easy to jump in. Also, you know, you're running this program with equity support. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Thank you. Kitahara-san, from your portfolio's company's point of view, like when they're thinking about going to US, like what stops them or what makes them go? Like how's your experience in your companies going global?
Yeah, I always think so much. So my experience is probably limited to the like SaaS or Air, but most of the entrepreneurs want to go global and go to US, but as you know, they cannot do that actually. And some of the entrepreneurs are doing from our portfolio companies, and one of them is Alpaca. It's our API delivery service for like stock exchange or something like that. And they tried and actually failed. But now they are expanding in the United States market because after they like accepted as a Y Combinator, and the scene has changed, and it's a huge credibility in the US market, and it gets some like lead or something like that, and it is easy to build a business. And additionally, Otify, it's also our portfolio companies, is accepted as our first Japanese founder as Occupy Alchemist, and after that they get good credibility, and they are building business in Japan and United States, and of course, they need to adjust something from the point of product, but they're doing very well even in the US market. So I feel that through accelerator, Japanese startups must build up good like a chance to dive in their United States market or community, I think.
Thanks so much. So Kitahara-san, again, staying with you. Do you think Japanese VCs want their companies to go global, or do they want them to go public on the Tokyo Stock Exchange in general?
Okay, I think it depends on the market. So if the market is like should be like global market, they must of course go global. But if the startups like target market is not okay, so they can differentiate the global market and Japanese market, and it may be too hard to go global. They should keep on focusing on Japanese market. They do not like I don't know how to say like do not do like too much challenging. So it's like point of management, business management, business judgment is important. But if the theme is like global agenda and there is some chance they should do that. And one of my current portfolio companies is JETRO. It's advanced nuclear reactor startups, and the founding team is global one. And the CEO is from Sumitomo Shoji, a Japanese trading company, and our sales head is from Westinghouse and US based. And other managing partner is like from a Canadian nuclear agencies commission. And so it's like a global agenda and a global team, and they're now building a huge project in the United States actually.
Wonderful. So they're in the US market already.
Yeah, that's right. This already.
Wonderful. Okay, Sasaki-san, let's go back to your second company that you sold to Moderna. For our audience to learn more about it, please tell us how you built the company, how you sold it. Did people tell you to go public? Like what happened? Tell us the story.
Okay, I try to speak up as much as I can. So first of all, the team has, all team has readiness to scale up in the global side, because Japan we know that Japan's market is quite small and relatively slow, especially in terms of the regulation. It's catching up very slow, and also that product is actually working around the life science or healthcare side. So always the FDA is super important, and so if we do make a production under the U.S. regulation, that is also great to great sign for the scale up. Then also I also looking at the partner. I was actually so this is the truth. I started the company to Moderna, but background behind that, I talked to all of the pharmaceutical company and the vaccine company. Yeah, actually. Then also it's actually finally when I get kind of grip in the market. It was it takes us 2 to 3 years after we started to scale up in the US market. Actually, we started to like a project basis, not fully entity expand in US, but I put that the entity in the Delaware and put the office in the Boston side and hire the people. And also I actually I'm kind of do like CEO in the US market, something like that. Then I think that let's say I think it should be there, because I think the remote GTM never worked for me. Yeah, it should be there, because for example, the Japanese customer, Japanese market. That's the reason why you can expand the market here. But if you really know about market, really know about regulation, so I think that you have a limitation. So I strongly recommend you to be there. Whatever is take a risk, mostly the cost. However, I think like Series A is kind of the best timing to think about the global scaling up, because if you talk to the lawyer or accountant, you got a lot of information and how much cost do we need, and you can put into your plan. And also some technical things as well, because if the company reach the fiscal year N-2, I think it will be subject to the auditing. In other words, you can play, you can try whatever anything before N3, N2. So that's also another part, because the Series A, it's kind of best timing, I think.
Great. You probably should come and run this program, because you've done that on your own. So Kitahara-san, from you talked about JETRO, which is already global. So if you can, this is my last question before we engage our audience for some questions, but what is your general advice? What should Japan do in general, like Japanese government, Japanese investors, founders? What's your advice?
Okay, thank you. Okay, I understand. So from the point of an entrepreneur, if you want to go global, it should be born global from day zero. So, as I told you, in case of JETRO, they know the agenda is huge and the market is very competitive. That's why before they are starting their business, they thought about what is the best pathway to the global market. And the CEO Shimofuji-san is talking with JEA, it's Nihon Genshiroku Kenkyū Kaitsu Kiko, the top high temperature gas reactor researcher, and after that he talked with United States nuclear agency guys, ex-nuclear agency guys, and he's doing those kind of things, and by meeting with those people, and they advance the business one step by one step for each direction. And by doing so, he built up a big project, and now they are doing in good relationship with one of United States state agency and building big business. So it's like if it's a global agenda and it's competitive market, you should prepare so much from day zero. It's not like a general startup, no agile style. It should be more planned and think deeply. It's like kind of beyond the startup single thing.
Completely agree. Yes, thanks so much. So, Sasaki-san, your advice to Japanese founders to achieve what you did, like you built the company and sold to Moderna. What's your mentoring advice these days?
Eventually, yeah, I sold the company to Moderna, but actually I have a plan B or C because, of course, there's a risk if the Moderna is walk away, but also I have a plan B or C. I'm also talking to the other VC to secure some money in the case of. But based on that, basically, you need to create a good scaling up plan, scaling up plan, and also then you see. Okay, this stage, we need a good partner. We need to raise this money. So I think, especially if you drive like high bound business or the capital intensive business, I think you are going to face the challenges, the difficulties of fundraising or the partnership. So I think that when you think about or when you go to the U.S. market, I think there are many touch points there. So that's my advice. Yeah.
Thanks so much. It's really difficult to go global. Obviously, you need insights, connections, experience, the right thoughts about go-to-market in the U.S. That's why we are building this program. But I live in New York. I've been there now 27 years, and in New York, when we do an event and we say Q&A, like people jump. In Japan, not so many people volunteer to ask questions, but like. Any questions from the audience, from our panelists, for our panelists? Please.
My name is Muitiple from Menon. Menon is one Japan's government publication under the Nishiyama I will ask to Kitahara-san, you mentioned that the Japanese government or Japanese funding agencies are kind of generous, maybe, in terms of support for seasonal sales. Actually, we never have maybe enough money to support them to seasonal sales, Series A and B. From my point of view, the Japanese government and funding agencies supporting them very early stage startups. And after that, I would like Japanese venture capital to make investment more to middle and later stage startups. How do you think about that?
Thanks so much. Actually, I'm a company runner of NEDO NET program, so I know very well NEDO people. And
thank you very much.
Yeah, and I can say that actually, it's difficult. So most of Japanese VC do not have much AUM, so it's difficult to suppose the scale-up stage thinking of our AUM. So we must. So that's why I connect, for example, JETRO to the global venture capital or global CVC, and so one thing I can say is that of course, like JAFCO or a global capital funds have a large IM. Probably they do suppose their scale-up phase the Japanese venture capital, and like us, we are like the middle size. It's from the point of the Japanese market. We want to bridge our portfolio companies to the global VC, and we want to support our portfolio companies together. Yeah. At this moment, that's our answer. And maybe, but we can expand our AUM and 300 to 400 million sales.
Any LPs in the audience?
Okay, thanks, please.
Yeah, one comment. So we need a more lead VC here.
More?
Yeah, lead VC.
Lead VC. Okay.
let's talk together.
Great. Any other questions? Thanks so much. Please.
Hi, thank you so much for the session today. And my name is Ryo. I'm the strategy and operations at the company called Bootstrapped. So we're actually legal tech based in Japan and also have a base in San Francisco. And I just want to ask, I think it's kind of like a broad question, but like, what did you observe as like the really, like, what's really important for like Japanese startups to, in terms of go to market in the States and then quickly scale? You said I think 3 years still in the goal, targeting 3 years, which is such a short period of time in a way. And like, what is like the most important thing for the Japanese startups that are like already successful, established in Japan, but then fairly like a new phase in the States to quickly scale and make it?
Go to market, the speed of go to market in the US market, meaning like finding that repeatable sales process and then just hiring a lot of salespeople or like doing it using sales agents, AI agents. But B2B companies really grow as fast as they can sell. And also retention, obviously. But from our experience so far, we've been thinking that this first exit in the large exit in the US market for a Japanese company will be an IP-based company. It's going to be a technology, like a direct air capture or some like ammonia production module, something that is very unique. And the product is going to sell itself. But then at the same time, like, Sasaki-san sold a software business to Moderna, process business. So anything is possible, but like really momentum of revenue growth is the key. So when you reach that momentum, it just multiplies, you become profitable, and then somebody comes and buys you. And the revenue multiple on the exit price is really high these days because everything is AI. So any other thoughts on the US market?
Okay, so thinking over my portfolio company's experience, like I feel it's my personal opinion, and I feel it's difficult for software startups companies because most of the case Japanese market is way behind the Japanese US market. So even if you want to like export or go to the US market with your original product, it doesn't work. So our portfolio companies rebuild their product not from zero, but almost from zero. So, and it takes so much time. And after that, they truly doing good market. So it takes so much time. So, but as you said, that if like deep tech and a good deep technology, you can do that, I think.
So Sasaki-san, you did this. So what was the secret?
I was always telling about, so no pain, no customer. So then you can set the very simple pain statement, which should be common to the global. Then you can make a value proposition. Then, if you talk about this, what's your pain? So what your product solving? So I think it should be same. It should be common to the global. Then maybe, the way of the approach is different. How to get the PMF, which is totally different. But yeah, I think always I'm recommending you to circle back. What's the pain point are you solving, and what is your product? What is, how can I say? What is your unfair advantage of your product? Yeah, to solve this problem.
That's great.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much to Sasaki-san and Kitahara-san, and I think now we'll move on to the startup pitches. Kasamatsu-san. By the way, I would like to introduce Kasamatsu-san, our venture partner for Remarkable Ventures in Japan. So, and he started like last week, so thanks so much.
So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the startup pitch session. My name is Takehito Kasamatsu from the Remarkable Ventures. Today, I'm very excited. We have invited 4 startups, and then we will have the short startup pitches. The rule is very simple: 4 minutes to deliver elevator startup pitch, no slides, and just a concise and powerful verbal presentation of their business. And after the pitch, we will have a short Q&A session with the VC panel. So let me introduce the first presenter, Nishiyama-san from Greenphard Energy.
Hi everyone, I'm Takehito Nishiyama from Greenphard Energy. Greenphard is a 5 years old climate and green tech startup company. Our business is generating new clean electricity from air conditioner and freezer and the refrigerator. We can generate new electricity from electricity consumption side machinery. We combined cutting-edge AI and IoT technology and latest electricity scheme virtual power plant to provide this solution. So through this solution, we can generate new electricity from electricity consumption side machinery, especially refrigerator and freezer and air conditioner. By the way, our electricity resource is not the owner electricity. It's called a virtual power plant. It is a kind of electricity value to keep the entire electricity power grid. As you know, currently renewable energy rate is increasing sharply. So sometimes electricity power grid balance become bad because of electricity renewable energy rate increasing. So usually, always our electricity provider need to keep the balance of electricity consumption side and provider side. But sometimes it is very hard for our electricity provider because the renewable energy rate are increasing. So it is a global issue. Our product contributes to solve this issue. We can generate new electricity to keep this balance and to provide this resource to electricity market. And also we can earn new electricity, and we can earn new profit in electricity market and return to this profit to electricity consumption side user. So through our product, air conditioner and freezer user can earn a new profit from electricity market using their own electricity consumption side machinery. It is our product. And in same time, in addition, our product reduces electricity consumption as well. In case of air conditioner case, we can reduce around 30% electricity consumption. And in case of industrial refrigerator case, around 10 to 20% of electricity consumption we can reduce. So our product has two big values. First one is electricity saving, and the second one is generating new electricity resource from air conditioner and freezer, so on. It is our product. Currently, we already got a lot of offer from a client, but currently our company organization is not tough yet. So now we try to build more tough organization. So now we are doing a Series A fundraising. Target amount is around $3 million USD. So if you can investment our company or collaborate with my company, I'd like to discuss later. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Nishiyama-san, for presentation.
Audience feedback and questions.
Okay, so now
Maybe I'll ask the first question. So, thank you so much. You're doing a virtual power plants. Virtual power plants, right?
Yeah, power plant.
And who are your customers?
Our main customer is a warehouse user and a food factory and this kind of large office owner, so on. Yes, so integration side. So our client is two sides. First side is electricity consumption side user. One more side is electricity provider side user. So electricity market side, we already collaborate with large scale utility company as well.
any other questions? Okay.
How big is your product? What was the size of your product?
we provide IoT utility to control the large-scale machinery. The sizes are around, like this size, middle-sized Amazon box.
All right. So thank you, Nishiyama-san.
Thank you so much.
Presentation. So next presenter is Menon-san from E-ThermoGentek.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Arjun Menon, and I represent E-ThermoGentek, a company that manufactures power supplies that can recover energy from low temperature waste heat. So do you know that almost 70% of the industrial heat or industrial energy is wasted as heat? And it means that almost $200 billion is simply wasted, or it is almost equal to 2.7 billion billion tons of carbon footprint. So it is a big, as you know, that this is an untapped energy resource that we have, and we have never utilized it. And moreover, in most of the industries, they utilizes a lot of IoT sensors, and the IoT sensors utilizes batteries, and the use of batteries creates a lot of carbon footprint, and the replacement of the batteries are always a huge hassle. So if there are 10,000 IoT sensors in an industry, then the replacement is always going to be a huge hassle, and it will cost a lot of billions of dollars in every year. So we are trying to club these two problems, like the waste heat and the problem of manual labor and the battery replacement. So we have created Flexina, which is world's first ever flexible thermoelectric generation module. So what is meant by thermoelectricity? So thermoelectricity is a phenomena of creation of electricity whenever there is a temperature difference between the two surfaces of a semiconductor. So our product, which is called Flexina, is actually made up of bismuth telluride semiconductor, which is mounted onto the flexible substrate. And the flexibility of our product is a value proposition for us, because even though there are some thermoelectric generators in the market which are made up of ceramic, and hence it has very low efficiency because it cannot be wrapped onto the pipes of any size or any shape. So that is one of the main advantage that we have, and so that we have almost 5 times efficiency of the conventional thermoelectric generators in the market. And we are actually manufacturing 3 types of power supplies, one for IoT oriented power supplies. So our motto is install and forget. That means you install it and you forget about replacing batteries at all, because it has a lifetime of 10 years. And right now we have already started selling our power supplies to the customers, and one chemical company is already utilizing it, and they have given us a really good feedback. And we also have high power application products as well, like power supplies, which are under POC with Kawasaki heavy industries, such as big industries in Japan. And we have a very good team behind us, and our team consists of Panasonic alumni, and one of our chairman is Mr. Shutaru Nambu, who invented the gallium arsenide semiconductor, which is utilized in the smartphone technology right now. And today we are actually looking for an investment of $7 million, which will be utilized for the mass production facility of our IoT-oriented power supplies, and also for overseas development, and also for talent acquisition. Thank you so much for your time.
Presentation. So questions.
That's the first question. Can you tell us your current plan? What's your current go-to-market? Are you going to sell to customers directly, or do you want to have channel partnerships? Do you want to partner with those like sensor manufacturers?
Yeah, right now we are partnering with some sensor manufacturers such as Murata. So they are a partner of us.
It's going to be built into the sensor.
Exactly. So they will be selling our product as a set to the customer, and at the same time we'll be selling our individual product to the customer directly or through sales partners. And in the case of high power applications, we are partnering with some companies, like joint development companies such as Kawasaki Heavy Industries. So they have their own system, like such as heat exchanger system, and we develop energy from steam as well. So they have their heat exchanger system, and our product will be integrated into their system. So it's like OEM as well.
What do you think is the most promising area, sector for your product? Like, is it oil and gas? What is the most
So,
promising?
to be honest, wherever the waste heat is created, we have chances of getting into that market. So oil and gas, chemical industries, exactly, cement, steel, etc. So yeah.
And last question. So today, like, what is holding you back? Why don't you have like $500 million revenue? What's holding you back?
The main important thing is that the POCs actually took a little bit of more time. So that's what actually keeping us a little bit behind. So yeah.
Thank you. So, any questions?
Thank you for your presentation, and I have one question. So, how much power you can provide? So, in the condition, for example, the backside of the table. I mean, like the not direct sunlight. Yeah, in condition.
It depends on. We need a lot, at least a 15 degrees Celsius of temperature difference in order to create some amount of energy that can be utilized for driving the IoT sensors. So it depends upon the temperature difference. So it should be around 15 degrees Celsius in order to drive an IoT sensor, like a considerable amount of energy.
So you just focus on like IoT sensors, which means like every 1 hour send back the data, or in that use case, it's not like every 1 second sensors, or
it is possible, and that depends upon the temperature difference. Which
okay,
again,
okay, gotcha. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So no questions. So let's move to the next.
Thank you so much.
Very much. Our next presenter is Naito-san from the Stage Shift.
Hello everyone, my name is Jun Naito from Spaceship. I'm the CFO of Spaceship. Thank you for having me here today. Spaceship specializes in satellite data analysis, especially for SAR satellite. SAR means the synthetic aperture radar. It is very difficult to call, but in Japanese, 合成開口レーダーです。We cover a wide range of industries in Japan. Let's say national security area, climate tech area, finance area, disaster management, and it is very applicable to a wide range areas. And the SAR radar is useful because the different from optical satellite data, it's like a picture. But this SAR can use the reflection of the radar. That means we can detect objectives or changes even at night or through clouds. So by combining SAR data analysis and also optical data and also IoT data from the ground, we can provide variable insight or the result to our clients. So, and we want to highlight that, and we are a software company. So that means we don't have the satellite itself. That is our strategy, and from this strategy, we don't need huge capex. And also, we can select the variable data from each operators, like ISI or US capillary space, Japanese QPS was inspected. So we select, and we have already very good relationship with them, and we can pick a very good data from them. On the financing side, we just closed the Series B funding at 730 million JPY. But we just started the Series C funding in order to do the global expansion, especially for the US market or global South countries. And we already have the temporary office in Palo Alto that's introduced by METI. So by using that base, we want to expand our business in 2016, and also our management team can speak English, so we can utilize that kind of lucky opportunity, and also we want to take advantage of this kind of event to go global. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If I may ask the first question, who is your customer? Is it a platform? Is it like end users? Who are the customers?
Currently, our customer is, let's say, map company, or let's say the consulting company, or something like that. But our ultimate goal is to provide our algorithm to the platform, like AWS or other platforms.
And have you tried it yet? Because you have the office in the US. Have you tried like talking to AWS or Esri or other platforms?
Yeah, so we have already registered in Delaware. And also our CEO is traveling around, especially to communicate with AWS in New York, Washington, D.C. But maybe full-scale expansion will be starting next year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My name is Nicholas from DG Incubation. I'm a capitalist. So what's your business model looking like, and how scalable is it from a VC point of view?
Currently, we need to accumulate the track record on one-on-one basis. That means the one company ordered us to provide the result to that company. But in the future, we want to communicate with the platform. And so we provide our algorithm to them, and we create services with them. And so user uses our algorithm on that platform. We want to get the money from that platform. That is our ultimate goal.
So it's per transaction?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, we may have discussed this in the past, but the thing is, can you talk a little bit about, there's a number of companies in your space, and maybe if you can talk a little bit about how you differentiate yourself.
Yeah, so a lot of companies focus on one area or the very specific area, but our coverage is very wide. And also, we have already established our algorithm already, and we can tweak the algorithm to each project. That will be our advantage. But that's my answer. But that would be differentiation from other competitors, I think.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Naito-san. So the last presenter is Iwasa-san from AeterLink.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryo Iwasa from AeterLink. AeterLink is a spin-out from the Stanford University, and we are providing long-range wireless charging system. I mean, like 70 meters away, 65 feet away, we can transmit the power. So our company background is we were conducting a research about biomedical implant devices. I mean, like so our first product was a cardiac pacemaker. So this is the actual cardiac pacemaker. The size is very tiny one. I mean, like the conventional pacemaker requires huge batteries, and the patient have to replace every 5 years or 7 years. So that's why we invented a tiny pacemaker, and we insert this device through the catheter inside the heart and transmit the power from outside to inside the body. So I mean, like the patient have to go to the hospital once a year and charge these devices. So this is our background, and so our company's core technology is the wireless charging technology, and we can transmit the power so long range. And so let me introduce our use case. So one use case is for the industrial use case. So as you know, there are tons of sensors in the manufacturing lines, and many sensors is attached to the top of the robotic hand, and every sensor is powered by cable. So like many sensors is here, and the many cable harness is here, and the robotic hand keep moving quickly. So that's why this cable break down, and this is a critical problem because once the cable break down, the whole manufacturing line stops. So for example, the productivity of the Toyota Motor Corporation per minute is about $20,000. So that's why once the cable break down, it takes 60 minutes to recover the whole manufacturing line. So that's why they want to replace from the cable sensor to the full wireless sensor. So this is the one use case. And the second use case is for the retail business. So our the huge customer is a CP Group based in Thailand. And so last year we embedded the 3 facilities of the CP Group, the facility hypermarkets. And so we have the 3 KPI. One is saving energy 20%, and one is 10% sales growth, and one is 5% food loss reduction. And we achieved those of the KPI. So that's why we have to install the 76 retail store of the CP Group hypermarket this year, only in 1 year. And the next year, the 400 the stores. So this is a use case for the IoT sensor model. So we embedded kind of the wireless charging transmitter on the ceiling, and we installed many IoT sensors and integrate with, for example, the HVAC systems or the fridge or the post system and those of the use case. So and the company overview is we founded this company in 2020, and the fundraise already $50 million. And the next year we have the plan, the Series C finance, more than $100 million. So this is AeterLink. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Iwasa-san.
Iwasa-san, thanks so much. Actually, so when I landed in Tokyo on Sunday, I took the train from Haneda to Tokyo Station, and it's like 6:30 a.m. And somebody approached me and said to me, "Show me my LinkedIn profile," on his phone. He's like, "Is this you?" And that was Iwasa-san.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. We met 2 years ago, Nakajima's interest, but that's why he's here pitching today, because we met each other on the subway at 6:30 a.m. It's fantastic. So, Iwasa-san, congratulations again for your success. So, when you look at the company, your vision, because you have a remote charging technology, you can apply to anything, right, out there. You are doing this heart pacemaker. So, what's your vision? Where do you think AeterLink will end up? Is it going to be a general platform? Is it going to be very specific?
Yeah, so we want to be a kind of the wireless charging platformer for the kind of the IoT sensors or the cameras or the pacemakers or this is our vision. And in the future, we would like to go more deeper. For example, the smart contact lens we are developing, which is a replacement from the Google Glass or Meta Glass. And also we try to realize the kind of the space solar wireless charging system in 10 years. Because, so for example, we are installing the many wireless charging transmitter all over the world. We are active countries, 6 countries, and next year we are planning the 30 countries. So then, so it is very cost effective. Not only, the direct wireless charging from the ceiling is very costly. So that's why we try to transmit from the space solar system to the whole Earth planet. This is a big vision.
That's a big vision, yeah. Congrats.
Any questions?
No, sounds very exciting, and looks like there's a pretty big potential market. But what are you really focused on for the next 6 to 12 months?
Next 12 months, is last year we launched a mass production, and in this last 1 year, we just focused on the embedded thing or more the installation, and it was success. So that's why we would like to expand more. So for example, we have to success the CP group, the 76 branches is a super huge project for us. So I mean, like we have to focus on more for example, quality or the supply chain management or the cost reduction or those of the basic challenge we have. So this is our we have to focus on in these 12 months, I think. Thank you.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Iwasa-san.
Thank you very much.
Thank you everyone for the great pitches and the audience for great questions. So lastly, we have the honor of welcoming Mr. Keiichi Yoshimura, Director General of Startup Strategy Promotion Headquarters, Tokyo Metropolitan Government, who is going to give us partner's remark. Tokyo Metropolitan Government has been our wonderful partner in helping us launch and run this program and has been greatly supportive and collaborative in helping Japanese startups to go global. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Yoshimura.
Good afternoon. I'm Yoshimura Keiichi, Director General of Startup Strategy Promotion Headquarters from Tokyo Metropolitan Government. Yes, I would like to start Tokyo's startup initiatives introduce. First of all, congratulations the launch of the Global Venture Builder programs. Yes. It would be a great pleasure for me to invite here today, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude for ERA, Remarkable Ventures, and JETRO, and Tokyo Land Corporation, and all those involved to make this program a reality. Tokyo Metropolitan Government is very have a great pleasure to stand alongside with you to make this exciting initiatives. And last year, November, thanks to the Murat-san, attended to the Tokyo Sushi Night in New York. And this July, Governor Koike visited a new lab in New York. Murat-san shared the special insight into the US ecosystem. And AeterLink-san also attended to the new lab delegation. Thank you very much. Yes. This week I visited JETRO Europe in 2025. Europe じゃないや、ごめん。JETRO Global in October. October? Yes, Global in Dubai. It was very impressive. Have a global trend and cross-border collaboration. It reminded me again, global is a key word to Japanese startup ecosystem. So, since we established a startup strategy, global innovation with startups, Tokyo Metropolitan Government strategy, already 3 years passed. So, we are promoting this 10 by 10 by 10 innovation vision aims to increase 10 times global unicorns and the number of startups and public-private collaboration practices over the 5 years, but almost 3 years passed. Number of startups are increasing 1.3 times. Global unicorns, 2022, 1, 2, last year, 4, so 4 times. And public-private collaboration practices is 28 times increase. It's already achieved, but this is not yet. So Tokyo Innovation Base aims to become a node for innovation around the world. Established 2 years ago. Since then, we have successfully welcomed 280,000 visitors. More than 1,200 events were held. And this is information for you. Next month, we will hold the second anniversaries in TIB, November 25 to 30, All Japan Ecosystem Summit, and We Are to Challenge, and Open Innovation Day will be held. So please join us. And SUSHTEC Tokyo is now have become Asia's largest innovation conference. All of you know this event? Yes? All. Yes. Okay. We are aiming to realize sustainable society through high technology. So, now, we have already had 3 times event, now increasing participants. Next year will become a more big event. Very important information. SUSHTEC Tokyo 2026 will be held in April 27 to 29. And we have just opened the application up. So please take a photo just now. And great startups, please attend this event. Booth exhibitors and SUSHTEC Challenge pitch event, we are waiting for you. So, as Murat-san said, go global is very important. Now we are reviewing and refining our startup strategy. So now more focusing on scale-ups. So we would like to enhance the startup ecosystem with you all. Please join us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Yoshimura, for your inspiring words. As we come to the end of our event, we would like to express our gratitude to all of you for your participation today and insightful discussions and wonderful pitches. Here again is the application form, so please take a look and join us. Lastly, we would like to take a group photo with everyone. So maybe you can gather in the front, maybe?
Or should we just stay there? If it's okay with you guys, can you guys stand up from your chairs? Maybe come to the center in the front of the stage. We will be moving some chairs to take a group photo, and then we can move on to networking. So. Can we go in the picture too? Sorry.
All right, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Unicorn.
Does it look okay? All right, and then the camera in the back too is taking one, so everyone just look there, smile, look pretty. Unicorn again, maybe? 1, 2, 3, unicorn. Thank you. All right, thank you guys. All right, great. So we can just jump into networking. We have some drinks on the side and we have some small snacks, so everyone please feel free to take them. We have some time, about over an hour, I guess, so please feel free.